Hello, I'm Kat and this is 10 minutes long. Just before I moved, I did a video of I talk about moving whilst trying to pack my bookcase. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice and cyclical if I did a video whilst unpacking a bookcase? It's not quite the same bookcase, this is quite a short bookcase. But hey, I like the sort of cyclical idea of it. Anyway, so today I'm unpacking some books which have been sat in this room for ages waiting to be unpacked. And I thought I'd talk a little bit again about the moving process and about having moved and stuff. I personally think the system is broken. It was horrendous. People said it was stressful and I kind of didn't really believe it because it was kind of well, I've dealt with stress before, bring it on. But no, it's stressful. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of people involved. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. A lot of nights lying there awake at 3 a.m. wondering crazy things. I'm glad this is books because there are some boxes that I've opened that have said that they're a thing and they're not a thing. So yeah, it's been a crazy process. And something that I found is that I'm just really keen to get stuff unpacked. I've lived in when I lived in the flat and I moved in, I barely unpacked at all. It just was something that I just didn't get around to doing. I found, is that a helicopter? Are you kidding me? This is the quietest place on earth, just about. This was the quietest place on earth until that helicopter happened. However, I've moved from a really, really loud area to this area, and I've not heard one siren, one angry pub fight. The roar of traffic, it doesn't exist here, so I will say that for it. It's been nice and quiet, at least. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, people said it would be stressful, but it was. There's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot to go through. In my old flat, I didn't unpack very many boxes at all. I just kind of left them there for a year, and that wasn't good. That wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for anybody. Trying to get some sort of order to it, so reference books are going on the bottom shelf, but I'm getting confused because this is most definitely a reference book. So yeah, I didn't unpack stuff and I left it lying around for a year, and that wasn't great. It wasn't good for my psychology or anything. And for some reason there's a part of me now that thinks that I want to do cleaning and things like that. There are parts of this house that are a mess and that really, really need to clean, but I kind of feel I can't do that until I've unpacked, and I don't know why I feel like that, and I'm really struggling to overcome it. So I've been cleaning my kitchen. So if we make a mess on the worktops and we do food, I've been washing up and cleaning that. And I've cleaned the bathroom because there's only so much you can take in a bathroom before you really need to clean, before you're I'm not sitting on that. So I've cleaned the bathroom. But my point is that I really don't understand why I feel sort of I have to unpack first, but that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. So unlike any other house that I've ever lived in, that seems to be where I'm at right now. Where I'm at right now is that I am rushing to unpack so that I can get back into a cleaning routine. And I really miss my routine. I used to have a really great routine that I liked. And I miss it really badly. So, God, I've got some big books, haven't I? Those are chunky, really chunky. They have to go on the bottom because of being chunky. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. That's why I thought I'll talk about that a little bit while I unpack. It's Sunday morning. It's been another hell of a week. It was a bit of a week in work as well. Yesterday morning, an electrician came by at about 8 o'clock God, this box is heavy. An electrician came by at 8 o'clock and I was without power until about 11:30 while he did some stuff. And like while he was doing that, I was unpacking boxes and moving stuff around. I sat down yesterday for about maybe 2 hours to play Borderlands with my husband, and that was nice, but I'm not getting enough time to kind of do, I'm not like really allowing myself to have the time to do those things. And like I feel guilty when I do them, and it's like the same with the content that I've made for 10 minutes long. You know, like before I moved, I made a bunch of content and scheduled it all in because I knew that like during that 2-week period it was going to be mad. I knew that. So I scheduled the content in and it went live and it was all good. And now I'm in a position where it's like I have no more content. I've like published my last video and I need to make more. But I feel guilty doing that when, you know, there's all this unpacking that needs to be done. Some random Thanos comics. These are great comics. You should read them. And this is like probably one of my favourite comic book covers. Just one of them. But that's pretty cool. Yes. I don't know why these are in here. But yeah. I need to go downstairs where all the other comics are. So yeah, that's pretty much it really, is that kind of like struggling. I feel like I should be doing everything and I'm not doing everything, and as a result I'm not really getting very much downtime. And I think, you know, it's good to be aware of that. It's good to be aware of how you're feeling and thinking about things. So what I'm trying to do now is just give myself, like, the way that I'm trying to combat this is by giving myself one job a day. So it's kind of like giving myself permission. So if I do this one job a day, then I have permission from myself, because that seems to be a thing that I need to do, is give myself permission to do things. If I do this one thing a day, then I will allow myself to chill out and to do something that I want to do. And if I hit all of my one thing a days throughout the week, then I will, you know, allow myself to have more at a weekend. So, you know, this week I've kind of exceeded my jobs that I'd set out to do. I've done everything that I wanted to do. I've done more than that. You know, I've unpacked tons of boxes. I can actually walk through my front room where I couldn't before. So, well, it's not my front room, it's my back room. These things get so confusing. So anyway, I've done that, and I think that means that today, you know, I'm going to allow myself to play Sea of Thieves for a little bit, because it's been a while since I've sat down and done that properly, and they've released a new update that I want to check out. And yeah, that's kind of where I am with things. Everything feels like a bit of a Six Sigma. Everything feels like a bit of a chore, and you know, this is just part of it, to the point where it's like, right, well, I'll create content while I'm unpacking at a time when I should just be unpacking, really. I don't think there's any like should with this kind of stuff. I think if you're ever going through this or something similar, my advice would just be like, be kind to yourself. Think about why you feel that way, what you can do to combat it. There's a lot of cobwebs up there. You know, like my one job a day, just do, you know, like I say, I've given myself permission, just do one job a day, and then you can, you know, take time to rest and chill. But I think that's the important thing, is that like throughout this entire process, something I've realised is that you have to have that downtime. It gets pretty overwhelming really fast if you don't. And as nice as it is to be unpacked and stuff, like this time, there's no real rush on this. And yeah, just if you're moving, just know it's going to be a whole deal, and be kind to yourself afterwards, because you'll need it. And that's it. And now I'm going to go and finish unpacking my bookcase, And then I'm going to have a shower and put on some clean clothes and sit down and play Sea of Thieves because I deserve it.